when the tragedy happened at the Tree of Life Synagogue in October 2018, I found myself there with Rabbi Jeff Myers.
Breaking news, deadly church shooting. Tragedy in Charleston. At least 9 people killed overnight.
Shooting at a church in Charleston, an address that corresponds to the Emanuel African Methodist Episcopal Church.
This morning, I spoke with, and Vice President Biden spoke with Mayor Joe Riley and other leaders at Charleston to express our deep sorrow over the senseless murders that took place last night.
Dylan Roof was self-radicalized as a white supremacist. And as it grew, then it manifested into him carrying out an act after Bible study, after sitting there, listening, hearing, learning, after the prayer.
Pastor Manning came here a year after the shootings, and we were talking about his experience and sort of dealing with the PTSD and the trauma that still exists in his community.
Because we have failed to have meaningful dialogue, at times unintended consequences come up. It's easier to have those conversations with our friends, but can we have them with those who are opposite political extremes? If we can, we become a better community. If we don't, we will continue to perpetuate the same level of hate and the same level of results with gun violence. Everyone's voice matters. Everyone's background matters. Everyone's history matters. That's why I was referencing earlier with the Emanuel AME Memorial. We broke ground already, but the physical work starts in a couple of weeks. And we have 2 fellowship benches. And those fellowship benches are long white marble. And in the middle of it, you have the names basins of the Emanuel 9, those who were murdered here. And what we have failed to do is have conversations with people, regardless of our background, our political ideologies, whatever the case may be.
And is that what the benches symbolize in this memorial?
Yeah, the fellowship benches are just that, an opportunity to sit down and have a conversation. I hope and pray that it will begin to change lives. Tall order.
I sympathize with, and commend you for taking this community through that difficult time. The only thing I think people can hear at a lot of different pressure points in their life is, I love you, I'm here for you, and that there are no answers, but we'll process this together and try to process it in a way that's healthy and can find some wisdom in it.
Right.
The word wisdom means a knowledge of God's will. And often, as you know, pain is the touchstone for spiritual growth.
That is correct.
Yeah.
One of the things that I learned is never tell people exactly that you know how they're feeling, because you really don't. Everyone's experience is different, and everyone has to be given time, validation, and the assurance. And at times, as I share with Rabbi Myers, just the ministry of presence, just being there, just listening, just talking.
When people die, they leave a big hole in you, and that hole really doesn't get any smaller. What our job is to grow ourselves bigger around the hole.
Yes.
By building character, and we do that by taking sort of the best virtues of the person who died and trying to incorporate those into our own character, and that way we make ourselves larger and the whole gets proportionally smaller.
Yeah. When I memorialize or eulogize people, I say it doesn't get any easier. What happens is, to your point, you get stronger. You continue to grow through your pain. But I think a lot of times people just have to be encouraged to learn how to grow through that pain, like you were saying.
Absolutely, because when something like this happens, or even when you lose somebody so close to you, a lot of times you can't see the other side.
Sure.
It feels you're in a very hopeless place, very hopeless place. So when you're talking about the people around you being strong for you,
Right.
and having faith that there's something on the other side.
Right.
It's a powerful message when you're in it.
Yeah, it is. I think when we can learn how to grow together through our collective pain, then I think we'd be better. Key word is learning.
If you like this video and you want to learn more about me and the movement that we're building, please go to Kennedy24.com.